Wow, this is weird. I mean, it's not weird, but it's different because I have never done a live on here. So I guess we shall see how this turns out since I have quite an audience on YouTube. So far, we are at 542 subscribers, I believe. Yeah, which I'm so happy. You guys are the best. Let's see if we can get some good views on this live so I can do it more often, cause oh my lord, it's a little bit hot in here, so I have to like sit. For good daylight, I'm gonna sit in front of my window. I have a ring light, but I mean, it's not really necessary to take it out right now since there's so much daylight. Oh, I thought I heard something. But yeah, guys, welcome to my channel. I am reporting live for the first time. And I know I hardly upload tutorials. I usually will upload a tutorial maybe like once every 3 months, which is like really bad. I should be uploading at least 2 videos or at least 1 video a month. But like I said, and I've mentioned this in some of my previous tutorials on YouTube, my life has been pretty crazy. These past couple of months, actually this entire past year and a half, I'm not gonna lie, it's been really insane, and it's just like, oh my god, I just thinking about the stuff that I've been going through, it's just really annoying. I just don't like thinking about it, but I'm glad that I'm in a good place right now, and luckily I'm really blessed. So those of you who don't know me, my name is Ugo. I am Mexican. I'm a like 0.1% Italian, not really that much, mostly my mom's side. My mom's grandmother was fully Italian, so my mom's half Italian, which makes me whatever percentage, you know, a little teensy bit. I am 21 years old. I am studying for architecture and interior design. I am so excited because I've lived in a small town my entire life. It's literally like at the US international border of Mexico. So I live like literally like 20 minutes from the border of Mexico. It's a really small town in Southern California, and it's literally non-existent. Like, they have the highest, it's called El Centro, and it's on the top 10 cities in the United States with the highest unemployment rate, which is crazy. And I decided to move to San Diego, which is 2 hours from my hometown, San Diego, California. I'm pretty sure many of you have heard of San Diego. It's kind of like Los Angeles, New York City, you know, pretty famous because they're big cities. So I've been living here for about 3 weeks now, and it's amazing. I am going to enroll in school so I can finish my career in architecture and interior design, and I actually like doing makeup, so that's kind of why I did YouTube, because I figured, you know, why not post my passion on YouTube? Plus it's a good distraction, you know, I get to vibe with you guys. A lot of my viewers have added me on Facebook, which is actually, I love it so much. It's kind of way better because since I do a lot of lives on there, you guys will like blow up my comments and, you know, ask me questions about me, about my life, about makeup, which is awesome because I can help you, you know, with tips and all that. So yeah, I'm going to start getting ready because my boyfriend will be here in a bit, and he hates waiting for me when I'm getting ready. So I've been doing this in a lot of my tutorials. I think I discovered this in January of 2017. I almost said 2016, but I'm like, wait, we're in 2017. We're halfway through we're halfway through 2017 actually. But I've been obsessed. Let me do the YouTube gesture, the famous YouTube gesture where you place your hand against the product. This is the Mario Badescu Rose Water. You can find this at Ulta Beauty. I have a travel size one because I ran out of my full size bottle, but I love using this as a prepping spray before I apply makeup, and I like to apply it also after. And also on days like, let's say I was gonna leave today without makeup, I would apply it anyway because I feel like it almost tones the skin. I don't know if it's a toner, to be honest. It just says it's a facial spray and it's for all skin types, which is awesome. So if you have not tried this, I definitely hands down recommend you try it because it's literally so popular on YouTube. It's as popular as the Shape Tape Concealer by Tarte. So you need to get your hands on it. It's really good. And even if you might not like it, I would buy this little travel size bottle. It's like $3 or $4 at Ulta, just so you can say you tried it and it won't kill you. It's only $3 to $4. And because there is sun out today, yesterday I didn't apply SPF with moisturizer because the sun was down when I left the house, but today the sun is pretty bright, so I am gonna wear SPF. And my favorite moisturizer to wear with SPF in it is Neutrogena, and it's the combination skin because I am kind of oily here in the center on my T-zone and I'm a little bit dry around the perimeter. Although ever since I moved to San Diego, I haven't really been that all dry or oily. My skin is actually pretty good, which is surprising. And I'm just assuming that it has to do with the weather here because the weather is so fresh. And even when it's hot outside, the weather is nice, so it could be the weather. Because back in the valley where I used to live, my skin was either always oily or it was always dry because it was a desert. So I lived in a desert for my entire life and my skin was really bad for a lot of years. I used to have really dry skin and really oily forehead and nose, and it's just so annoying. But I've been able to get my skin to look really nice and baby soft and as clear as it can get. These past couple of years, I literally have tried so many I think because I've just gone through so many skincare products since I was in high school, like starting freshman or sophomore year, and right now I'm 21, so it's been like a couple of years now that I've been really a skincare addict. And I think because I tried so many things, my skin just looks way better than it used to. A couple years ago it was just really bad, and I'm just happy because that makes me feel good about my skin. So let's jump into the makeup. I did this live yesterday on Facebook and everyone loved it. It's a really simple, I guess I'm gonna call this like a male makeup routine, makeup tutorial for men. That's probably what I should have named the title. But it's like so simple. It really looks like how I look right now, just I look a little bit more enhanced. My facial features stand out a little bit more. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do, and I hope you guys love it. So this is my makeup bag. It's pretty catchy, right? I saw this at Bath & Body Works a couple of months ago, I think in May. And my birthday was in June. I'm a Gemini, by the way. I just turned 21, so I'm super happy. And when I saw this, I'm like, oh my god, I really want it. And my birthday was June 4th, so my best friend bought it for me for my birthday as a gift. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you're the best. I love you. So I have my moisturizer on. I am going to put some primer because moisturizer and primer are most definitely not the same thing unless you get a moisturizer that's a primer in one, which is awesome. I have yet to find that type of primer. So I'm going to use my Too Faced Hangover Primer. This one's really good because it says it's a replenishing face primer. It's nourishing and it has coconut water, probiotic based ingredient, and skin revivers, which is really healthy for your skin. I really love Too Faced. I'm not a fan of their shadows or palettes, to be honest, but I am a fan of their cosmetics, like their foundation and their primers, because oh my god, this feels so good. And it smells so yummy. It smells like really fruity, like coconuts and just fruits. It smells cute. they have really healthy ingredients in their cosmetic line, which is something I really strive for when it comes to doing makeup and skincare. I always try to find like the healthiest way possible to use makeup, because in the long run, cosmetics do ruin your skin. They actually cause you to age faster, in case any of you didn't know. So I always try to use, you know, a healthy base or primer or skincare under. That way the makeup doesn't actually sink that much into the pores. I've just learned a lot over the years, let's just say. And for what I know, I could have, you know, studied skincare somewhere out of school, but I would actually love to do that. I'm really into skincare, you guys have no idea. So I'm going to also go in with the Makeup Forever Step 1 primer, and this is the smoothing primer. I like using this because it smooths out my pores a little bit, and also it keeps me from getting kind of oily throughout the day. So I like using this after I have heavily moisturized, like right now, because that Too Faced Hangover primer is very moisturizing. So I like to go in with this afterwards, and I'll also apply it on my forehead, a little bit on my nose, but not so much on my nose. Mostly like right here on my cheeks, where guys tend to have larger pores than women, and my forehead, because I do have like baby premature wrinkle lines on my forehead from like frowning or facial expressions. So I'm trying to keep those as smooth as possible, and so I won't age too quickly. I was watching Jeffree Star the other day, and I can't remember what tutorial I was watching. It might have been one of his skincare routine. Yeah, I think it was like his skincare routine from this year, and he was talking about how he has trained his face to like not make facial expressions 100% of the time, because it keeps him from not getting wrinkles, which, if you think about it, it's actually a really good technique. I know Kim Kardashian follows that idea of not making facial expressions or not smiling so much, because it really does create wrinkles. So I don't know if you guys could see, but those primers really smoothed out my skin. I have trouble with my forehead. My forehead was never like this. It could be maybe because I don't drink that much water, that my skin doesn't heal properly, but these are just like pimple marks. They're not even pimples anymore, they're just marks. But yeah, my forehead used to be the most smoothest part, most clear part of my face, and now it's covered with all these marks. If anything, my face flipped. Like, I used to have more marks over here on the sides of my eyebrows, and now it's completely smoothed out, and these have moved up here, which is kind of annoying. But anyways, let's jump into foundation. So I have not talked about this on YouTube, but I am working with Limelight by Alcone. It's a cosmetic and skincare line, which is amazing because you have makeup and skincare in one brand, and you don't have to like mix and match different brands. And I love using their Botanical foundation. It's completely full coverage. It's made out of wax, but it looks like a cream. Well, it is a cream, but it's not as scary as it looks. I know when people look at creams, they're like, oh no, I don't mess with that stuff, and I totally understand why, because I've used other cream products in the past, but I promise this is nothing like what people think it is. It's not heavy, it's not even creamy actually. It applies onto the skin very dry, but in a good way type of dry. Like, it sets into the skin. It doesn't apply like oily or creamy or pasty. And a little bit goes a long way, you guys will see right now. It literally covers everything. So I'm gonna do like one side, and this is just applying it, okay? I'm not even gonna blend it yet. I just want you to see how it looks when it's applied onto the skin, because you will instantly notice a big difference. So let me move my phone because I know the light is hitting me too harsh. Do you guys see? It literally covered everything on this side of my face. And then this is the side without the foundation. This is crazy. This is literally hands down the best foundation I've ever tried because it's so skin-like. Do you guys see? And it's not even blended. So once you blend it, it looks like 10 times better, which is insane. But I love this, and it looks so good in flash photography. Not to mention it doesn't even have flashback at all. So this foundation is really good. It's fantastic. So I'm gonna do this side. And really, I use very little product of this. It's gonna last you a long time because it comes in a little compact case. But it's such a good foundation. So this is without blending it. It literally covers just every imperfection and it makes the skin look like skin, just more enhanced. And I do put a little bit on my nose. I don't like to apply so much because my nose is a very difficult area with foundation, just in general. So I try to be light-handed on the nose. And then once I've applied it, I like to apply it with a traditional foundation brush. And then I'll take a buffing brush like this, and I'll just kind of stamp it and press it into the skin. Because doing this, I've found that it just really keeps the coverage where it needs to be. And it just makes the foundation look really nice. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I have a pretty big forehead. It's just that most of the time you can't see it because it's usually covered by my bangs or something. Like I usually, I'm not insecure about my forehead. I just, I know that it's kind of big. But, yeah, I absolutely love this foundation. It just looks so good. I do want to do a dedicated YouTube video on this brand because I am a beauty guide with them, which means I have clients and they order products through me, and obviously I make commission off of that, which is great because it's like a part-time job for me. So I kind of want to make a dedicated video for this entire brand, which is called Limelight by Alcone. It's not very common actually, but they sell like a lot of product because since I am working with them, I get to see like how much they sell and stuff, and a lot of times some of the products are out of stock because they're so popular, and it just amazes me that it's one of those brands that it's not very heard of or talked about, but it's such good quality makeup and skincare, and I have a feeling that one day it's just gonna be very famous, and that's why I'm still working with them because I have really high hopes. And yeah, so I'm gonna do my eyebrows next, and my eyebrows are very simple. I used to take forever to do my eyebrows because I'm such a perfectionist, but let me see right here. I'm looking for my pencil because I just saw it right now. Okay, here it is. So I'm going to show you guys how I do my brows. They're very simple actually. Okay. Alright, so for every day, I don't use anything heavy. All I really use is my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer, and then I sculpt them out with the LA Girl HD Pro Concealer, and that's all I really do, to be honest. But here's the trick to this. I will sculpt them out with concealer first, and then fill them in, which is kind of like a backwards version of filling in the brows. Because I know right now it's very popular to, especially on YouTube, to fill them in first and then sculpt them out, but I don't do it like that, so I will show you guys how I do it. So I have some concealer on the back of my hand already, and I'll just take it onto a little flat liner brush like this, and I will start to sculpt my brow. And you guys will see right now why I like to sculpt them out first before I fill them in. And then I'll also sculpt up the top just a little bit, not too much. And then I'll take my finger and I'll just blend out the top part and also the bottom part. I'll just smooth it out. And it just sort of cleaned up the brow already, which is what I wanted it to do. And the reason I like to sculpt them out with concealer first is because it allows me to use less product when it comes to filling them in, which may sound weird, but I've been doing this for a while already, and it really works for me, to be honest. And then I'll go over the top again, but to this brow. And then I'll take my finger and just rub it out, because I don't want that concealer to be all like cakey throughout the day, so I will just kind of blend it out with my finger. And you guys probably can't pick it up on camera, but it already sculpted out my eyebrows. It kind of gave them a clean shape, and that's why I do this first, because it gives them a nice easy shape, and then I can just fill them in very lightly and it'll look super clean and crisp already. So I start at the arch, and this is so simple. I love doing this. So I've done the bottom of the brow, now I will do the top. Like so. And I don't really fill it in because I have a lot of hair in the inside of my brows. It's really the outside where I don't have that much hair. I have really sparse patches, so those are usually the ones I will fill in. And then I'll comb it out with the other end of the eyebrow pencil, because I like them to look really natural in the daytime. I don't like them to look very noticeable. And that's really all I do. I mean, it's filled in obviously, but it just looks very natural and enhanced. And then I'll do this one. But I like that little concealer trick. Before I fill them in, because it just lets me control how dark I want them to look. And since the concealer outlined them already, it just gave me like a good shape to work with. And I can just fill them in softly the way I like them. I used to fill them in really harsh, and people would always compliment me. But my mom and my boyfriend were the ones that would tell me like, oh, your eyebrows are kind of dark today, and I'm like, oh, I know, I honestly just didn't know what to do with them at one point, because they're just kind of, they grow very uneven from the front, because I used to tweeze off the front when I was in high school, which is stupid. I don't know why I did it. I just didn't know anything about eyebrows, and I thought that that's how you were supposed to pluck them. And my eyebrows got messed up sort of over the years. They just didn't grow back the same way. But ever since I started doing this, which was like a couple of weeks ago, this just really works, because my face looks kind of the same as it did when I started the video. It just looks a little bit better, just more enhanced. And this really works for me, to be honest. Like, this is my everyday routine, or at least when I feel like I want to look a little bit more presentable than usual, I'll do this, and this just really works, to be honest. And then I'll top them off with a little bit of brow gel. Oh, this is actually mascara. It's the Great Lash by Maybelline, and it's the clear one. Well, mine's all murky and gray because it picks up the brow pencil. But I'll just comb them a little bit, and it just gives them like that nice bushy natural feel to them, which this is why I mainly use brow gel. It just makes your eyebrows look really clean and combed and bushy, and it also makes them look a little bit more natural and in place. It also helps not make the pencil look so dark inside your hair, so. And then last but not least, I will take my Neutrogena Skin Clearing Mineral Powder. I've been using this since I was in high school. And this is one of my all-time favorite powders. I use this to set the foundation. And I try to only use this one. Because it's the most natural looking one, and it gives you like this really amazing blurred out effect. It blurs the skin, and it gives you like really smooth baby skin. I don't know if you guys could tell, but let me pull up close so you guys could see the skin. So this is the skin. I don't use bronzer. I try not to use highlight. This is just how I like it to look. It looks very natural. It looks just it looks very me, just more enhanced than the normal or usual. And what I like to do sometimes, I did this yesterday, I'll take my Anastasia Illuminator in So Hollywood, excuse me, and I'll outline my Cupid's bow. And I'll outline the perimeters of my lip. And it just enhances my lip shape a little bit. And if I'm in the mood, I will do the inner corners as well, but today I'm not gonna do the inner corners. I'm gonna leave it just like that, and usually after this I just add some lip balm, and this is pretty much it, you guys. This is my go-to get ready makeup routine. So do some skin, a little bit of brows. I think this one came out a little bit thicker, but that's totally fine because this is actually my thinner eyebrow and it complements the other one. But yeah guys, this is the finished look. And I love doing this little technique with the highlighter on the lips because it makes my lips look very projected out. Almost like if I got lip filler in the top one, but I didn't. I want to get my lips done in the future. Hopefully I can, but we'll see. And so my lips won't get dry. I'll put some lip balm. And if you're looking for a good chapstick or lip balm, you need to try this one. It's from H2O Beauty. They sell this at Ulta, and I think it's like 9 or 10 bucks for this little tube. It's a little bit expensive, but it will last you a lifetime, and it hydrates my lips so good. It's one of the only lip balms that I use, to be honest. It just really conditions them, and it makes them last all day, and basically makes them really smooth and soft the entire day. But yeah guys, this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will try to film this into a YouTube tutorial to post it on my channel. But this is literally my everyday skincare / get ready makeup routine, and thank you so much for if you tuned in, and if you get to watch it later, great. By the way, we're halfway to 1,000. Let's try to bump it up to 1,000 really quick so I can do my first makeup giveaway, because I actually have some products that I don't use and I want to give them away, and they're brand new. So yeah guys, let's get to 1,000 subscribers so I can do my first giveaway for you guys for being so supportive. And that's all I have to say, but thank you so much for tuning in, and have a wonderful day or night wherever you are in the world. Please be safe, spread love, not hate, and you guys will see me again very soon, either here or on Facebook or in a tutorial.